This video may be helpful to some people, less helpful to others. I'm going to discuss setting up your targeting keys. If you hit Alt-W, it brings up your window selector. And then this is the options. Alt-O brings up the options. And then you go to Tab Key, and you can do however you want. If you go to All and hit Key Press, it's going to put the keys that are currently used for various functions in alphabetical order, and you can scan down there and find out what keys are missing that you would like to use. The keys that are in red are keys that have two functions. For instance, toggle the last two targets. If I hit the E key up here, it is going to put me between, say I'm at Weaver, and then I target another mob. Let's move this up where you can see it. There's a lot of lag in the zone right now. So I just can toggle back and forth. That's obviously very helpful if you're doing crowd control. We're attacking, this is the group assist target. Boom. I go to the Furrier, I mez him, go back. But what the E key also does is it is attached to this. This key, last two, does nothing. You have to hit the E key. It's only there as a sort of guide. Last two, E. Once you've memorized whatever you've chosen to use as your keys, you don't need this guide anymore, and you can dismiss it. I have a timer 6 in there just because I think it looks pretty when you use the key to see it go down. Not necessary. It would just stand there without the timer. So I've got, and then this is hotbar 8. And so I just have programmed the keys on this hotbar to correspond to the targeting keys, so that creates this guide. Some of the things you can do is, and by the way, you can choose whatever keys you want. I've just chosen the F key. Cycle through the nearest NPCs. That can be helpful if, say, you want to mez a bunch of mobs. They've suddenly coming in. NPCs are coming in. You can just cycle through them and mez them. Or you can cycle through the extended target window. In this case, I've got F8 doing that. But there's nobody on my extended target window. So say I pick this guy and I add him to my extended target window, and this mob, because I'm planning to mez them, and then maybe I pull them, run around the corner, and I can already be targeting them because they're already on my target window. Now, this one is a little bit different. X target 1. If you right-click on your extended target window, you can assign to a particular X target a role. In this case, the group assist target always is target 1. So, for instance, I'm pulling in 4 mobs, and he chooses number 3 because it's closer to him and it's easy. As soon as he selects number 3, it moves up to number 1 slot. And so if I maybe have my melody key, it automatically targets X target 1 because I want to make sure I'm dotting the right mob. I am dotting the group assists mob. As a crowd control, I definitely recommend that you enforce using group roles. Group assist, puller, though there are times not to use puller, but we can talk about that another time. There's a lot of functions you can do. You can mark an NPC and say, okay, this is the one that I want you guys to attack. I'll be mezzing the others, or I'm going to split them off. That's the designated target that works as an on and off switch. So you can just hit it again and they're no longer marked once lag passes by. I have 2 attack keys right now. One is kill assist. It X target 1, attack. It's got a timer just to let me know it function. Because I just have attack without on or off, it functions as an on-off switch. On, off. But let's say I want to attack somebody else. Then, I can go to my melee attack. If I have a mez key where I'm automatically mezzing X target 2, I don't want a situation where the group assist is attacking X target 2, and so I'm trying to mez the wrong mob. That's why I have this set here as group assist target. One thing you can, now I've added, it's very easy to add things to your target window. You wouldn't necessarily even just do this as NPCs. In this case, you can remove them. If you're a cleric or a shaman and you're in charge of healing, you may want to put, select all of your tanks and add them to your extended target window. And you can do that easy. You can also do that manually. You can select them, come over here, and current target, and add that. In this case, just you can remove them if you want. Okay, I'm talking too long about something that's really pretty simple. I will say use keys. I think I may have mentioned this more. This is a situation where I've got really bad lag right here, really bad. In a laggy environment, it's much more dependable to use keys, I find, especially for your melody key. So one thing I didn't mention is the one key in this keypad that actually has a function is the one that targets the nearest corpse. It only works if you're near a corpse, but you can hit that, it'll target the corpse and automatically start dragging the corpse. That can be very helpful in terms of corpse recovery. If you've got to run near a named, snag the corpse, run back, maybe a C invis mob, for instance. Now, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. So this is an unrelated bonus kill. This is in Howling Stones, and I come up and the Underlord is up right in the center. And so I'd like to pull him. The problem is this is a false bridge, and it's at an elevation, so there's limits on what you can do. I can back up, and then I can target the golems, for instance, at 200 distance. But in this case, I don't want to do that because they would just run an aggro. So instead, I do a high sun pull and single him. It's probably my sweetest single pull. And then after I pulled him, I faded off the golems who are aggro so they don't go bring a train. And just pretty standard spank and tank. Again, I'm a very well-geared bard with a lot of AAs. This is something you would want to do with a partner, most likely, if you have standard group gear. Or you could do different techniques. You could do, charm a mob and throw it at him. You could run around and let him summon kite him. I mean, you can try different things. Anyways, this was just a little bonus footage, and I like the pull. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.